Hello, everybody. Heiden here. I'm back with the December 27th combat replay and the turn analysis. I think this should be another quiet turn. I'm not really expecting anything crazy to go on. Hopefully, we can have some more success in China. Let's check it out. Okay, more live. Let's take a look. All right. No naval invasions this turn. Wait, what? Wait, whoa. What is? No. No. One, two, three, four, six destroyers. Chokai. What? No. Oh no. Oh no. What? What? Where did these guys come from? D- no. What? These are heavy cruiser. Atago. Chokai. Oh no. This is a troop convoy that I have coming in to Rangoon. Where did these guys come from? There's no. Oh, there's no way. You're telling me he snuck this whole fleet all the way to Rangoon and I didn't see it? Oh my gosh. Oh, this is bad. Oh. Oh no. Oh my gosh. This is such an this is so bad. There's troops on these ships. There's a lot of troops on these ships. Oh jeez. So the escorts are gone, and now all that's left are these. Oh, jeez. This is a disaster. This is absolute disaster. Mogami, Chokai, Atago. That's probably the Takao right there, right? So Mogami, Chokai. This has got to be Takao. Oh gosh, guys, there's like 4,000 troops on these ships. I've got multiple units on here. Where did these come from? Oh, I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch. Oh, jeez. Oh no. Oh man. Bless their hearts, man. Bless these troops. They're done. They're finished. I don't want to watch. I don't think we're gonna glean anything by watching this continue. Let's just see what happens. It's bad. This is bad. Yep. There's the cow. Look at the size of this fleet. There are 10 ships in this fleet, 4 heavy cruisers and 6 destroyers, and we lose everything. 4 of my very good 3 very good APs, a good AK. Look how many shell hits. They were just shooting the hull as it was sinking just to do it, and 2 very good ASW ships, right? And the losses. Oh, oh my gosh, this is so bad. Look at this. This is an armored unit. This is a brigade. Are you guys seeing this? We didn't even fire a shot. The escorts, that Corvette and this destroyer escort said, "Oh, we'll just lay over and die. Go ahead and kill us." They didn't even bother shooting back. Combat ends with the last Allied ship sunk. Well, the Japanese were going to stay longer, but they had nothing left to shoot at. What a disaster. Utter disaster. This is horrible, okay? Look at all the troops on this. These are all going into Rangoon, and now they're gone. These ships are gone. These escorts are gone. All these troops are gone. Where did these guys come from? Where did he come from? Oh, Lodrik. Oh, and like, let's get some subs in here too. Yeah, why not? Patrol gunboat Lawrence. Okay. Well, that's another target for him. Shoot. Okay, RO-64. This is that. Okay, great. So now we have freaking rowboats at Nemea. Okay, it looks like we got a hit on him though. Damage his sub. Okay, so now he has subs at Nemea, and we have tons of shipping there. All right, so we looks like we chipped some paint off the RO-64. But I'm gonna tell you right now, we got a lot of ships at Nemea. Oh. Okay, Johnston Island, we're still dealing with RO-61. The other guy's been there for a week, 2 weeks. So we're still okay. So looks like we damaged this one too. Okay, so that's good. So we're unloading supplies at Johnston Island, and this stupid rowboat, attacked us and wasted torpedoes. But he takes one hit. So again, we scratched some paint. No night air attacks. That's great, I guess. Here we go again. I thought we just dealt with this guy. He came back for more, and we're hitting him again. All right. So RO-64 at Nemea. We previously already attacked this thing, and this is the second time now that we're attacking it. Okay, I think we're hurting it. Yeah, we're definitely hurting this sub. I didn't see anything like critical in there, but so he takes 5 more hits. So I think between the first hit that he took and the extra 5 now, this ship's probably damaged enough that it needs to leave. So that's good at least. I wish it would sink. So this Stewart, whatever that is doing good work there. I can't believe that Rangoon thing. I don't even know what to say. That's just so bad. So no landings again. So he's not coming ashore anywhere. Retreating from surface combat. What? Okay. So this I-5 is chasing the. This is the Raleigh. Remember the the light cruiser that he damaged with the torpedo last week. So looks like the I-5. I don't think it's going to take any more damage, but it was forced down and not able to attack us, which is good. Okay, so we don't do any damage to it. We still have the Raleigh coming in heavily damaged, but our escorts are doing what they can. Task force. Oh no, the Van Ghent. What is okay? So what do we got here? We have what looks to be 2 Fusos and the Hyuga and Issei. So he has the Hyuga, Issei, Fuso, and Yamashiro. That's the task force that's been chasing us all through the Indian Ocean this last few days. So the Van Ghent was not supposed to get attacked. I had it going into a port to disband, or to like disband in port, but these guys pushed in anyway and got him. So oh jeez. So there goes my awesome last. That is the last Dutch sub on the map, guys. There is gone. The Dutch destroyers have been completely eradicated off of our campaign. They're gone. I lost every single Dutch sub you can lose. They're gone. Not Dutch sub, the destroyer. So this should not have happened. I ordered the Van Ghent to pull into this a port and disband. And he didn't disband. He just pulled in the port and sat there. And these stupid battleships came up and caught up to him. So this clearly demonstrates to me that I don't understand this game all the way yet. I ordered the destroyer to move like 3 hexes in there and disband. I thought he would in the same movement pulse because it was so close. I thought he'd have enough ops points to do that, but clearly that's not how this works. And the Van Ghent just pulled into the port and just sat there and said, "Hey, I'm over here. Come blow me up." So we lose an awesome Dutch destroyer that I needed for convoy escort for basically nothing. And now we know exactly what's in that task force. He's got 4 battleships in there. And he's just coming on down Australia because there's nothing we can do to stop it. Okay, so here's the tuna. We're out here near south of Ominato, just doing some patrolling. So it looks like he's got some patrol boats up in play. I don't know if this is part of a convoy escort or just a routine patrol, but the tuna, nothing comes of this. Okay, so the thresher is okay. Okay. The thresher. Nice. Okay, so the thresher fired 2 torpedoes at one of his patrol boats. This is south of Tsu or Nagoya. And I'm gonna hazard to guess that that's gonna sink. So Mark 14 torpedo, we rolled the dice and we got a hit today. Let's see. Let's listen. Yes. Okay, so the Thresher got one of our first kills there, as part of our submarine campaign in Japan. So a little bit of good news there. We're spotting stuff now. Okay, so he's going to do some sweeps. Probably not find much. Okay, big raid in China here. He's attacking our troops that are retreating from Puchang. Let's just get through this. There's the casualty report. More the same. He seems to be attacking at 7,000 feet. Who's writing this down? Is anybody writing down this altitude? 7,000 feet. Another big raid. And this is at Kansien. And I think I know what he's trying to do here. I think I understand what's going on. This is coming out of Canton. I think he's softening up Kansien for an attack. Okay. Alright, so we take minor casualties there, but there may be some disruption, right? Severe storms did help us. What's the altitude for this raid? 7,000 feet again. That's pretty standard for him, is 7,000 feet. Okay, another raid by some lilies. Okay, another raid. And another raid. Okay, yep. Okay, so Babs, that's a recon plane. So he's taking pictures of Kansien. Okay, these are just more nuisance raids trying to slow us down, leaving the area. But it's not going to slow us down because we're no longer in move mode. We're in reserve mode, and we can't get kicked out of reserve mode even if we're attacked. The downside to that is you take more losses by things like bombing raids, but that outweighs them taking forever to move, right? Alright, so we're spotting some ships there. Okay, Sally's attacking this unit, leaving Victoria Point. This unit won't last long like this. Okay, now he's starting to do recon. More recon over there in Burma. Okay, so that's done for air raids, so that wasn't too bad. Okay, this is at Luganville. Okay, so he's got a sub at Luganville now. So our patrol gunboat Swan is attacking him. It looks like we did damage him a little bit. RO-68. We took a hit. Alright, 2 hits on the RO-68. Probably not enough to drive it away. But now he knows that we're here and unloading ships at Luganville. So that could be a problem. Okay. An attack at Canton. We're unloading cargo there. Nothing came of that. This is at Nemea. The same RO-64. It's still there. So that's us attacking it and not vice versa. So I'm really hoping that this thing moves out. It took 6 hits this turn. This is at Pago Pago. Oh no! Oh. That's 2, right? 2 torpedoes? 3? That's done. Oh, dang it. Oh, thanks, Kingfisher. Thanks for showing up. We damaged this I-3. But it's kind of late. Alright, so... the Regulus, which was I was using it as a cargo transport, was unloading stuff at Pago Pago. And it's going to sink. And we damaged the I-3, but that's not much. Let's listen for our favorite sound. There it is. Man, he is just killing us. He is killing us. And now let's see what happens during the ground attack phase here. Okay, so now he's attacking us at Kuala Lumpur. We were expecting this attack any turn. Check out what he's coming in with. 1, 2, 3 tank regiments and 3 recon regiments. This is a massive armored force here. I'm actually really surprised that he's using these up here and not in the attack on Singapore, because this would have been really hard to defend against down south. Okay, and with that, he takes the last base that's keeping this road from being blocked, and we retreat back into Timalo, take a lot of casualties. He takes basically none because he's got armor. We have nothing to fight back with. So this is a bombardment at Kukong, and I think he's going to not do well with this. So yeah, I don't think he's got enough here to... I don't think he has enough here to... Yeah. So looking at these numbers here, right? We're double the power with fortifications, with terrain. We actually inflict more casualties on him than he does on us. So that's very telling to him that he needs to, you know, maybe not do that. He's going to need more forces here if he wants to get us out of Kukong. That ain't going to happen. Not like that. Okay, so that's it for ground combat. That's it for the turn. I would say this was a very bad turn. I was not expecting this. We're going to need to look at the intel and the situation on the map, because this changes everything in Burma now. We're at a screeching halt at this point for getting supplies into Burma, because he's going to blockade us now. I don't understand how he got in there. How did he get all the way in there around Singapore, up the Strait of Malacca, and we never once saw that coming? I have to look. Okay, there's a bunch of units in the Soviet Union arriving that we can't use, so that's great. Thanks. I sure wish we could. Can you imagine if we could get the Soviet Union going right now? I bet you he's kind of weak in Manchukuo, because he's sent all those troops into China. So we get one. It looks like we get one infantry unit as well into LA. All right, we gotta look at the intel. This was bad. This is bad. Okay, I'm back. So here we're looking in Burma right now. And do you guys see what I see? Right, nothing. I see nothing. Do you know why I see nothing? Because I have absolutely zero naval search in the whole Bay of Bengal, in Burma, in Ceylon, anywhere. I have no naval search in this area at all. Zero. So Lodrik was able to send his task force, probably from either Saigon or Cam Bay, all the way down here, all the way up the Strait of Malacca, right past us at Sabang, and just come sit right here and interdict our convoys as they're coming in and out. I never saw him coming, and I still can't see him. I have no idea where he's at right now. He could be heading straight for Ceylon. He could be heading up to Calcutta. He could be heading back. I have no idea. So I have a humongous hole in my naval search right now, and once again, this is biting me in the butt, because, as you recall, a few weeks ago, I lost the entire ABDA command here in the Java Sea because I had no naval searching area and I did not see any of his heavy units coming in. So I guess I didn't learn my lesson. And the same thing happened up here. So now we have at the very least, a large surface task force, maybe more. There may be even carriers. I don't know, sailing around with impunity in the Bay of Bengal, and I have absolutely nothing to use to see where they're at. So we have a humongous problem in this area right now. It's going to completely change the game. We'll get into that. Let's look at the intelligence report. All right, we'll start with aircraft losses. This last turn was pretty minor. 2 losses to his 1, and these were all ops losses. So he loses a Lily. I lose a Lodestar and a Blenheim to ops. That's all that happened this turn. So fortunately, no air combat, because those don't tend to go well for us either. Ship sunk. Not so great. So this last turn was devastating to us. We lost a destroyer escort, a corvette, 3 really good troop transports, and a good AK. Loaded with troops, I might add. We also lose the Regulus out there at Pago Pago because his subs get to kill anything they see. We lose the awesome Van Ghent in Australia because of a lack of understanding of the game and how convoys disband task forces. So I thought they were going to disband safely, and he did not. So he sailed into port and blew it up, and he left. So I lose the Dutch sub as well. So this was a really bad turn for us as far as ship losses. And then in exchange, we sink 1 3-point patrol boat. Granted, it's one of his better patrol boats that's got the 3 total ASW racks where some have 1 or 2. So that's the only positive thing that transpired here. But otherwise, not good. Not good. Looking at the Japanese losses total, taking a peek at this, we don't really have much to show for anything because now we're no longer even showing the destroyers that we thought were sunk. None of them are sunk, right? So this is actually really bad. We're doing way worse than I thought. At one point I thought we had sunk 4 destroyers. At this point, I don't think we've sunk any of them. Jeez. So let's look at the ground units destroyed. So if we sort by turn, date killed, we lost the 63rd Indian Brigade, which was moving down to Rangoon to form the 17th Indian Division. So that was a huge loss there. We lost this Australian unit. It's the 3rd Machine Gun Battalion. Not a massive loss here. They didn't have a whole lot of firepower. It's unfortunate, but that's not so bad. We also lose this this heavy AA battery, which was a loss because I really wanted that in place in Rangoon for anti-aircraft work, and unfortunately now we're not going to get that. So yeah, those are the units that we lost. About 4,500 troops in total. I thought an armored unit was involved there, but there wasn't, fortunately. So I think we were able to get that in before it was too late. Yep, so that's the losses. Let's talk about the situation. And since we're in Burma, let's just start with that. We're essentially completely cut off now because we have no idea where his ships are. They could be heading back or they could be coming in for more. I do think they expended a lot of ammo during their attack on that convoy, so they very well could be heading south, but we have no idea. So I am urgently moving aircraft north for some naval search because I don't have any. I did realize that I didn't have any, and I'm in the process of moving PBYs north, but I wasn't moving them fast enough. So we got to get some planes on station ASAP because until I know where his ships are at, all of these convoys, right? Do you see that? I have them all. Well, okay, I need to go back. All these convoys I have returning right back to Ceylon or Calcutta, and we're going to disband anything that's loose that has to be disbanded because I just can't afford to be losing ships like that. So We're disbanding everything in a port that can be disbanded. That's actually in Rangoon. I don't think we have to worry about it too much because he can't sail his cruisers up the river. Same for Calcutta. So any task forces that are set up there can stay, but anything at sea is going right back into port and is hiding until I know where his ships are at. So that's the situation in Burma. This could become a serious problem because I don't know where his ships are at because I have no naval search, and until I know where they're at, I can't bring any more troops or supplies into Burma. And that's a problem because we're running out of time to reinforce that. I may have to look at some alternatives, and none of the alternatives are particularly good. So, A, we need naval search, and B, I need some sort of naval assets in the area that can even challenge a force like that. I don't think I've got anything here. I've looked at the ships I got, and none of it I trust to go to battle against those 4 Japanese heavy cruisers. The Chokai, the Mogami, the Atago, and the Takao. Those will just eat our lunch right now. They're just better cruisers with better crews than anything that I have. So that's Burma. Not looking great, guys. Not looking great. I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed at losing that convoy. Again, it's what it was. Quite simply, was complacency. And I'm in the military, and we have a saying in the Air Force, and it is complacency kills. I've gotten complacent because for weeks I've been able to move troops into Rangoon, move supplies at will, no problems. Right? I haven't seen a lick of his ships other than a submarine that we blasted away. And now, out of the blue, out of thin air, one of his task forces arrives off the coast of Rangoon and decimates us. And he can continue doing so because I don't know where he's at. So complacency kills, and I've been complacent, and I have to fix that because we cannot afford to be having him shut things down in Burma before we even get into January. All right, let's look at China. Nothing really to report up here. My retreat from Loyang is going as planned. My retreat from Nanyang is going as planned. He's not going to be able to get into this hex before we get out of this hex. So all of these forces here will be safe, and we will be able to retreat towards Xi'an. And same for Nanyang. By the time he gets there, we'll be long gone. So I feel okay with what's going on in the north of China. He did not attack us again this last turn at Pinxiang. I don't know why exactly, but I do see an opportunity here to maybe cause some problems for him because we currently block the road here, and we're blocking the road here. So his only supply route is this road here. So maybe if we can get a unit onto this hex here, we can starve this unit out and force him to retreat, and he may not even be able to retreat. So I think he may be a little overextended right here, and barring any other troops rolling up this way, we might be able to isolate this and cause some damage. Kukong, he bombarded us last turn, and actually we got the better of that. So I think it's pretty clear at this point that we got things under control here. My only real concern here is at Kansien, because we have this unit of unknown size and composition allegedly moving towards it, and we don't know what's in it. But what we do know is that we're about to block him in here as well. So this unit will get to this grid and run out of supply because we have 3 of the 4 roads that he needs to take blockaded. So he may be forced to retreat before he's able to even attack if things continue to go the way we want. So I'm okay with the situation in the south. I see a pathway for these troops to get out. My only last real concern here is this unit here because we're basically surrounded. There's no good way out of these mountains but down. And he's already got a unit there and there to secure it. So we need to figure out pretty quick how to get this unit out. I would love to save these troops if we can because we'll need them later on. So that's China. I'm okay with what's going on in China right now. This is not too bad. Taking a look at Australia, this is where I lost the Van Ghent last turn. And we determined that task force was a 4 battleship task force. Like, once again, we've lost sight of it because it was here and now it's not. I think it's probably out here by now. But again, we have very little naval search in this area because it hasn't previously been battlefield, if you will. So now I have to once again get some more aircraft out here to find his battleships. I don't know where they've gone. I'm sure at some point they're going to have to turn back for fuel because the destroyers don't have the legs unless he's using the battleships to refuel them. But even then, that you can't keep that up forever. So hopefully in the next turn or two, we can get sight of that task force again because all of these ships here going into Perth are at risk. So I need to get them into Perth. I need to get them disbanded before he gets in there and hurts us. So we need to find his task force. And I have all these ships out here holding off until we can determine where he's gone. In the Dutch East Indies, I do want to show you this. Look what we just spotted. Carriers. They're back. And I think I know which carriers these are. I think it's the Akagi, the Kaga, and the Zuiho. Because those are the aircraft that we spotted the previous turn. So he's got them here at Sedate. And I don't know, and it says they're moving west, but we don't know exactly if that's the case. He may park them here. He may try to camp out in here and hurt us like he did that last time. So I don't really know what his plans are for this task force, but I'm going to be hunting it with everything I got. I do have a lot of subs in play now, and I'm going after this guy. So we're going to blockade every possible exit point and every choke place we can find for this task force until we get it out of here. But this is definitely a threat. Once again, things are at risk in the Dutch East Indies. He's got more carriers coming in. Fortunately, we did get a lot of ships out of Surabaya and Balikpapan over the last couple turns, but there are still other ships that are at risk here. So we'll keep a close eye on this carrier task force. In the Philippines, there's been no activity whatsoever. I still think that he is just waiting things out. He's waiting for us to do something or do nothing. He's waiting for us to run out of supply. That's what he's doing because he's made no effort to attack anything so far. In Malaya, he took Kuala Lumpur, which was expected. So he pushed those guys into Temalo. So now he has this entire railway junction open all the way down to Johor. So it's just a matter of time before he makes his move on Singapore. Because he's going to want this base to operate and deal with Burma. So I'm waiting for him to strike. Over here in Australia, we don't really have much going on. We've spotted some ships here, but everything that I see appear to be troop ships or tankers, replenishment. I think he's starting to build up a Rabal, but I don't think he has it built up enough that he can really operate out of there effectively. So I don't see any sight of carriers at this time, and I do have a lot of naval search up, so it's not like I wouldn't see them. So I'm hoping that he did move his carriers up to Truck. I'm hoping he moved them up there at least, which will maybe buy us a few days time to get something done in Port Moresby. I don't know. I'm going to try, but we'll keep a close eye out for carriers coming out. He knows we're at Luganville now for sure because he's got a sub there. He also has a sub here at Nomea, but I think we have enough ASW ships in place to deal with this guy. He also sank one of my supply ships at Pago Pago last turn, which was definitely a big blow. So Pago Pago is kind of shut down for the time being. Hopefully we got enough supply in there before it's too late. And then we are still in the process of unloading some supplies at Baker Island, although I'm not entirely sure why these guys aren't unloading. I thought I told these guys to unload last turn, but maybe I didn't. So we're going to keep unloading there. Get as much of the supply into Baker as we can, because this is one of my forwardmost observation posts into the Gilbert Islands. You can see we have a pretty decent search vector around here, so I need Baker Island. It's one of my most advanced sighting outposts. So we'll get some supply loaded in there. Canton seems like it'll be okay for the time being. And basically that's it. That's the gist of what happened last turn. It's a devastating loss to lose those ships in Burma like that. It was avoidable by me having a proper naval search up, and I don't have it. So we'll fix that, and hopefully we get some eyes on what's coming up the road here towards us going forward, so that can't happen again. Or at least, tell you what, if I had spotted that task force coming up the Strait of Malacca a few days ago, we wouldn't be having this conversation. I would have been like, oh crap, we got ships coming, and I would have skedaddled out of here already. I wouldn't even have attempted to get into Rangoon. But because I did not have that, he got all the way up there and blew us out of the water, and we never had a chance. So, my fault. I got 4,500, 5,000 letters to write home to families of lost loved ones due to my incompetence of command. So, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go ahead and take off and start writing some letters. If you have any questions, leave a comment or come over to Discord and tell me how stupid I am. Have a good one.